This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. I know these cats was waiting to hear from me today, dog. I told you, when Hino's Sport don't deliver, the YouTube world is void. Let me say it again. When Hino's Sport don't deliver, the YouTube world is void. Even if it's for just an elongated period of time. Not even just a day, just an elongated period of time. Hino's Sport has to bring you that what? That heat and that fire. And I keeps the foot on the what? On the necks. I keeps the foot on the what? On the necks. And like the Tibetan mastiff that I am, coined and phrased and given by Oxsteel, I apply what? Unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? It busts fucking pipes, folks. Now let's get on to the title of the damn video. Listen, man. Errol the True Spence is so special that even the haters and the trolls acknowledge it. Let me say it again. Errol the True Spence is so special that even the haters and the trolls acknowledge it. It's like Errol the True Spence can't have no fights that's toe-to-toe. He can't have a close fight because motherfuckers are so quick. Because see, in their haterisms and their trollisms, this is why I say they brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo-heads, right? At their truest and their most properest levels. Because even in a toe-to-toe fight, Errol the True Spence, I thought he was supposed to bulldoze. He's supposed to bulldoze. He's supposed to bulldoze. You remember, Ultra fanboys, you got to do their term. He's supposed to bulldoze. I thought he was supposed to bulldoze. He didn't bulldoze. So what's up? He got exposed. Because they were expecting Errol the True Spence to be in the tactical aggression, technical punching placement, and body snatching work, the levying onslaught of the punishment style. See, this is what folks don't understand. The Errol the True Spence real fans, right? Versus the Errol the True Spence fake fans, versus the classic Dalton the Troglodytes, versus the ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric, right? The Rudy Poos and the Plum Plum brains. They all expect Errol the True Spence to win in dominating performance. And if he doesn't, the Errol the True Spence fans, the fake fans that is, gonna feel some type of way. Oh man, he should have got with Blu-ray. He should have done this. He should have done that. And then you got all these other classic Dalton Troglodytes, the ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric, and the Rudy Poos and the Plum Plum brains. They're gonna be right there to continue in their haterisms and trollisms. I done told you already. When motherfuckers are haters and trolls, classic Dalton Troglodytes, ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric, and Rudy Poos and Plum Plum brains, and fake ass Errol the True Spence fans, they're showing you feminine energy. They're not real men. Because real men don't have feminine energy. Let me say it again. Real men don't have feminine energy. Real men protrude their masculinity. Let me say it again. Real men protrude their masculinity by making comments that showcase themselves as men. Because as a man, we could agree to disagree, but you got to do it as a fucking man, not as a femboy or a beta boy. Let me say it again. As a man, you got to be able to respectfully agree to disagree as a fucking man, showing your comments that you are a man. But no, they show themselves as femboys and beta boys. See, they get mad, they get hot and bothered like grits. I told you, if these haters and these trolls, these Rudy Poos and these Pump Pump brains, these ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric, right? And what we call these fake ass Errol the True Spence fans are working overtime. He knows the sport is working double overtime. Let me say it again. If they are working overtime, he knows the sport is working double overtime. These motherfuckers watch He Knows the Sport so that they could try to counter He Knows the Sport. But what they don't understand is I recounter. Let me say it again. They are watching He Knows the Sport so they could try to counter He Knows the Sport, but they don't understand I recounter because my counters are unlimited. I told you, I have 1,000 ways in my tool yard, in my tool shed, that I could come at motherfuckers. Whether it's Sun Tzu, aka Art of War, whether it's 48 Laws of Power, whether it's being 7 steps ahead of the game, whether it's 3-dimensional thinking ability, right? Whether it's keeping the foot on the what? The next. Keeping the foot on the what? The next. Or whether it's bringing that what? That heat and that fire. Or whether it's cold-hearted, unadulterated, cutthroat, truth-telling fashion. You name it, I can do it. Let me say it again. You name it, I can do it. That's what motherfuckers don't understand. And I'm fast with it, dog. Because you gotta think quickly at this level. You gotta be a deep thinker out here in these boxing streets. And motherfuckers don't want to see Errol the True Spence in close fights. But what people don't understand, true boxing fans know this. The true hardcore boxing fans, the Errol the True Spence fans appreciate a fight like this. Because you know what they could say? Damn, Errol the True Spence beat another fighter at his own game. He out-brawled the brawler. He out-mauled the mauler. He out-punished the punisher. He out-in-shaped the street fighter at his own street fighting. That's what people don't understand. Errol the True Spence is beating motherfuckers at their own game. And now he said, I don't duck no damn body. Let's run this motherfucker back. I want all that damn free smoke. I am the shark. And Shawn Constipated Porter answered the damn bell and said that I'm a machine. Let's get it on. Listen, Errol the True Spence took years off of Shawn Constipated Porter. Go look at the post-conference, press conference when they were talking. Shawn Porter was walking gingerly, dog. He was complaining, saying, man, I can't move. I can't even get up. Go listen, man. They put a mic on his ass. He put that out there, motherfuckers. You know why? Because Errol Spence did body snatching work. He was the body snatcher, dog. 2.0. He was hitting him with body assault after body assault after body assault. How do you think the knockdown was set up? These motherfuckers telling you 7-5. I told you already, you gotta read through their bullshit. Let me say it again. These motherfuckers that saying it's 7-5, you gotta read through their bullshit. It's because they wanna say, if it wasn't because of the knockdown, it was a draw. That's bullshit. The fight was 9-3, at worst 8-4. It was a UD. That's what it was at its truest and its most proper levels. Motherfuckers don't know how to watch fights. That's why I tell them, go back and rewatch the fight if you have what's called the true boxing eye test. I ain't talking to you motherfuckers just go rewatch. Because if you just go rewatch and you don't have the true boxing eye test, then you're still going to come to the same conclusion. Let me say it again. If motherfuckers don't have the true boxing eye test and they rewatch the fight, even if they slow-mo it, right? And they break it down round by round, if you're looking at it with a bias and a live lens, you're only going to see what you want to see. What I said was a deep and profound poetry moment. Let me rewind that because it needs to marinate in the corpus callosum and in the cerebellum. Hear me? And hear me? Well, if motherfuckers seeing this shit with bias and lies perspective, they're only going to see what they want to see and not the fullness thereof. Because in the fullness thereof, you saw the difference between tactical aggression versus ineffective aggression. What you saw in the fullness thereof was a fighter who was more technically and fundamentally sound versus a fighter who was doing awkward movement. This is not Marcos Maidana, who's awkward and accurate. Let me say it again. This is not Marcos Maidana, who's awkward and accurate. That's why that fight was closer with Floyd Mayweather, even though Floyd Mayweather won that fight 8-4. Errol Spence fight against Shawn Constipated Porter was actually more decisive and more one-sided than Money Mayweather versus Marcos Maidana won. This is what I'm trying to tell motherfuckers. Errol Spence was never down. He was always up in that fight. Shawn Constipated Porter gets rounds 4, round 7, and round 10. And there's an argument if he gets 9. So if motherfuckers come back to me and tell me 4-7-10 or 4-7-9-10, you know shit about boxing. Let me say it again. If motherfuckers come back to me and tell me that Shawn Constipated Porter won 4-7-10 or 4-7-9-10, you know you're boxing. I can go with that. But anything more than that, you don't know shit about the sport. And I don't mind motherfuckers agreeing to disagreeing with me. Shout outs to I Buy Houses. But do it emphatically and do it like a man. Do it like with men and women with purpose and an abundance mindset. Me and I Buy Houses, we don't agree on a lot of shit. But when we agree, we fucking agree. And what I like about the motherfucker is, unlike these femboys and beta boys, he knows how to put a comment in there that shows that he's a fucking man. This is the stuff that I'm trying to tell you. And it's this PC generation. It's just the generation we in. These men are femboys. They're beta boys. They don't know how to be men. And they wondering why these women are fucking cheating on them. I said something that was so deep and profound. Because when a man is a real man, a woman is going to stand behind that. I'm giving y'all life lessons here. Let me say it again. When a man is a real man, a woman is going to stand by that shit. She's going to be turned on by that shit. Why do you think I have them peeking and fucking leaking? Let me say it again. Why the fuck you think I have them peeking and fucking leaking? Because I'm a man with purpose and an abundance mindset. And can't nobody stop that shit. They can't stop the trainer. He knows the sport. Bringing you that what? That heat and that fire. I know how to make a position, stand on that motherfucker. There's no percentages with me, right? And double down with that bad boy with confidence and fortitude. Because that's what real men do. They make decisions and they live with the results. Let me say it again. That's what real men do. They make decisions and they live with the results. Errol Spence beat fucking Shawn Porter. And as a real man, he stepped into the plate and said, hello, y'all don't think it's decisive, you haters and you trolls, you classic goats and you troglodytes, you ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric, you Rudy Poos and you plum brains, you fake ass Errol Spence fans, you titty fucking typers. Let me say it again, you titty fucking typers. And it's the raw. Like I thought I was listening to WWE. It's raw with a scrangly voice. Don't make me fucking mad. One motherfucker's titty so big he typing all over the place with the damn titty. The titty doing the typing for him. And the other one, it's raw. We raw up in here. Motherfuckers got to come up with gimmicks because they're not consistent and authentic as fuck as he knows the sport. They don't have the creativity that he knows the sport does. And then motherfuckers jocking he knows the sport shit. So Errol Spence is a shark. Shawn Constipated Porter and the other welterweights are guppies. And you know what a shark does to guppies? Have you ever seen Jaws, motherfuckers? You know what a shark does to guppies? So guess what the new series is going to be? Errol the True Spence is going to what? Rebulldoze Shawn Constipated Court. It's going to be a 100-part series. Once that rematch is locked and loaded and fully in place and shit is signed. This is He Knows the Sport. Check it out.